Has anyone been following this news? Because I actually haven't been following it at all. I just see a bunch of people on Twitter talking about this dude, Adam Sessler. Didn't know who this guy was until literally the other day. And I see that he's apparently, or was apparently, some gaming journalist who has some sort of history in gaming journalism. Some people look up to him. Some people definitely don't look up to him, especially over recent events. But recent events is going back even the last 12 months or so, because I see people bringing up how this dude had a quote-unquote, these are the words that people are using, not me. I personally don't like this word, but people are saying this guy had a meltdown, okay? You see videos from like 10 months ago talking about that happening, and then videos from like a week ago talking about that happening, and videos over the last 24 hours of this guy also having this alleged meltdown, which again, I think that word's kind of hyperbolic, but whatever, that's not the point. The point is this Adam Sessler guy, apparently a lot of people are talking about him. And so I guess he was a part of this thing, G4 TV, which was like gaming journalists supposed to be making gaming content or something. I know they went out of business, or let me rephrase. To my understanding, they went out of business, and Adam Sessler was a part of that G4 TV thing. So I haven't been following this stuff because I really don't care about these people or any of this stuff, to be quite frank. But it's a bit funny now just seeing all these people talking about this stuff. For example, on YouTube this morning, I randomly had their Critical Drinker recommended to me for his Avatar video. And I was like, I was kind of waking up. So I put the video on. I'm like, oh, this dude's kind of funny. His accent's cool, you know? So I randomly watched the Critical Drinker. And then I see him on Twitter. I see this tweet. He says, if you think you're having a rough week, just remember that you're not Adam Sessler. We got the Act Man here as well, excuse me. I was about to say Adam Sessler. I meant to say the Act Man. Talking about Adam Sessler. And this is from January 15th. I think there was another tweet from like earlier in the year from the Act Man or something. Like I said, people have been talking about this for like the last 12 months. But so that's the general, I guess, the general situation. Some of you are probably much more familiar with this than I am because once again, I just found out about this stuff. But now I'm just kind of confused. That's why I'm talking about it. So Adam Sessler was apparently a gaming journalist who hates gamers. Like, literally based off what he's currently saying. He's, like, hating on gamers. He's quote retweeting random gamers, saying stuff like, just fine, how's obscurity these days? Now, okay, to be fair, that person did make a snarky comment to them, but it wasn't, like, that mean. You know, I've seen way worse comments on Twitter. I think some of the worst stuff you could do is, like, literally lying about people on Twitter. This person wasn't lying. They were just like, how's G4 working out for you? Which apparently didn't work out very well. And he's like, oh, how's obscurity working these days? Because I guess the dude, you know, has 300 followers on Twitter or something. Kind of a pathetic thing to say. But to be quite frank, I feel slightly pathetic even talking about this guy because it's like, who cares, man? It is a hot topic right now, and I guess it's kind of funny. But I'm here mostly out of confusion as well. I don't understand how people like this get involved in gaming when they like literally hate gamers. And I see this sort of thing in many fields. How many times, for example, if you follow anime and manga, have you seen a localizer literally talk about how they hate anime fans and they hate anime and they hate manga, but they willingly choose to become localizers and like learn Japanese? It's really weird. It's like, what's going on with that? You hate the craft, but that's the field you decide to go into. Now, sometimes people make sacrifices. It's a very common and unfortunate thing in the United States of America that many people work certain jobs, like office jobs, that they really don't like simply because they need the benefits for healthcare and stuff like that. So it is a complicated thing. But we're not talking about people working office jobs for benefits. We're talking about people willingly working for like Crunchyroll, getting paid very little money and doing like terrible translations, or like working for Manga Gamer, once again making terrible money, getting no benefits, doing a job they hate. Why? Like, at least the other side of the coin, those people are at least getting benefits out of it, maybe for themselves or maybe even family plans for their family. But these localizers, they're not getting anything out of it. But let's talk about gaming journalists again, going back to this Adam Sessler guy. Was he getting benefits? Were these G4 TV people getting benefits? Maybe. That's definitely more of a corpo job than like being a manga gamer localizer. So maybe they were getting some kind of benefit out of it. But overall, the point is still the same. Like, they clearly hate gamers. They're clearly not happy with their work. But now, then again, if G4 TV is out of business anyways, like, they got to find a new line of work. So you think they might be happier. But instead of leaving behind a field that they apparently hated and trying to make a positive future for themselves, they're going to go on Twitter and keep hating on gamers, except this time they're not even getting paid. Seems like a bunch of losers to me, but that's really all I got to say about this. I almost choked on my words there at the end because I'm like, is this really how I'm ending the segment? But yeah, I guess it is. There's not really much else to say about this. Let me know if you have anything to add in the comments. Thank you for tuning in. That's my 2 cents on this topic, and I'll see you there.